What do you mean by Doshabala Pravritta Vikara? How to understand Doshabala Pravritta Vikara? What do you mean by Jataja Vikara as per Vagpata? How to interpret Doshabala Pravritta Vikara and Jataja Vikara? This is the topic of discussion of today's video. Dear any community, press the thumbs up button and spread this particular video so that YouTube algorithms will be fetching with the right information at the right time for the right purpose. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that the YouTube algorithms will be fetching you the right information at the right time for the right purpose. Doshabala Pravritta Vikara. It is a type of Saptavidha Vyadhi Vargikarana of Sushruta, that is 7 sets of the classification of the diseases as mentioned in Sushruta Samhita. It is categorized under the third category of Adhyatmika Vikara. The first two are being Adibala Pravritta Vikara and Janmabala Pravritta Vikara, which are being discussed in the previous video. Today we are going to discuss about the understanding of Doshabala Pravritta Vikara and its interpretation. When you think about the Doshabala Pravritta Vikara, first of all, why we need to know about Doshabala Pravritta Vikara? If you know about the Doshabala Pravritta Vikara, so then we are able to localize the lesion properly. Localization of the lesion in the sense regarding the part of the body. Which part of the body is being afflicted? Whether is it Sharira or Manas? Or among the Sharira, which part of the body? Among the Sharanga, is it the upper limb or is it the lower limb or is it the head and neck or is it the abdomen or thorax? So in that way, so localization of the lesion may be possible. When you think about the avayava, which particular part of the body that is being afflicted? Is it the nasa or is it the asya or is it the shrotra or is it the anguli or is it the janusandhi, etc. or is it the twak, etc. Among the avayava, which particular avayava is being afflicted? Among the srotas afflicted, which particular srotas is being afflicted? Is it pranavaha srotas or is it rasavaha srotas or is it raktavaha srotas or is it multiple srotas are being afflicted? That can be analyzed. Among the dosha dhatu and mala, as such, which particular dosha is being afflicted? Is it vata dosha vitiation or is it pitta dosha vitiation or is it kapha dosha vitiation? So that will be discussed in this particular, we can be able to localize this. Among the dhatu, is it the rasa dhatu is being afflicted or is it the mamsa dhatu is being afflicted? Is it the mamsa dhatu of the upper limb is being afflicted or is it the janusandhi is being afflicted? So that is how, that is asthi of the janusandhi is being afflicted. So like that, we can able to analyze this. Among the compartment level, which particular compartment is being afflicted? Is it the alimentary canal compartment is being afflicted? Or is the intravascular compartment is being afflicted? Or is it the interstitial compartment is being afflicted? Or is it intracellular compartment is being afflicted? So that is the localization of the lesion is possible if you know about the concept of Doshabala Pravritta Vikara. So where and all the source of entry of the pathogens are being taking place, in which particular part of the body there are the clinical manifestations, etc., that can be learned with a deep understanding. The next point, as such, as far as the why we need to know about Doshabala Pravritta Vikara, so that is to predict the prognosis of the disease. If one dosha is being afflicted, or if the duration of the illness is short, or if one roga marka affliction is being present, then such kind of the diseases are considered to be sukhasadhya. If multiple dosha are being afflicted, if it is sharirika dosha as well as manasika dosha affliction is being seen, if there is multiple dhatu are being afflicted, then such kind of the diseases are categorized under krishna sadhya, yapya or pratyakshaya vikara. So that is incurable diseases that is being categorized. So thus prognosis of the disease can be learned with deep understanding if you know about the Doshabala Pravritta Vikara. Third major important point, that is to plan the appropriate line of treatment. Suppose if you are saying the whole twak is being afflicted, in that particular situation, as the twak is being externally visible, Rakta Mokshana is not possible to administer. There we are going to do the repeatedly Shodhana therapy, maybe the Bhamana or Virechana, depending upon the nature of the illness where twak is being afflicted. If the skin or twak of the hand is being afflicted, then there we can able to plan Rakta Mokshana line of treatment. In that way, if Manodosha is being afflicted, that is, if Rajas and Tamas is being afflicted, then we can plan the Sattva Avajaya Chikitsa. In this way, if you are knowing about the concept of Doshabala Pravritta Vikara, then these are the information, that is localization of the lesion, prognosis of the disease, and management of the disease are easier. Now, we are going to look into what actually Doshabala Pravritta Vikara are. Actually, Doshabala Pravritta Vikara, it is consisting of 4 words: Dosha, Bala, Pravritta, and Vikara. We are knowing Vikara, that is the disease as such, wherein Doshabala Pravritta, in the sense Pravritta refers to the because of Doshabala. So that is because of the abnormal vitiation of the dosha is happening here. This is different from Adi Bala Pravritta Vikara, Janma Bala Pravritta Vikara, as the diseases are manifested after the manifestation of the human body, that is after birth. This particular diseases are being observed. In case of the Adi Bala Pravritta Vikara, wherein the defects are being seen in the Shukra and Shonita. Whereas in case of Janma Bala Pravritta Vikara, Shukra and Shonita are perfectly healthy. But the defect starts after the formation of Garbha, that is before the childbirth. Maybe because of improper diet and regimen by the pregnant mother, such as squatting position, attaining a squatting position while sitting for longer amount of time, etc. Or consuming the, what do you say, that the very spicy substances frequently during the, that is what you say, that the pregnancy period, gestation period, then that is considered to be responsible for the Janma Bala Pravritta Vikara. Whereas Dosha Bala Pravritta Vikara, wherein the both the Shukra and Shonita are perfect in health, and the diet and regimen by the pregnant lady will be correct, but the diseases will be manifested after the childbirth because of the deeds done by the person after birth. This is what is considered to be the Doshabala Pravritta Vikara. It is being mentioned by Shruta, Doshabala Pravritta A. Atanka Samutpanna Mithyahārāchāra Kritāśca Tebi Dvividaha Amasha Samutthāha Pakvāsha Samutthāśca Punascha Dvividaha Sharira Manasāśca. So, this is the description told in Sushruta Samhita, whereas the Dalhana commentary says Dosha Vadadayo Rajastamasaucha. That is the Balam Shaktihi Pravritta Jata. Ke Puna Sta Ityaha E Atanka Samutpannaha Iti Atanka Rogaha Tadyatha Pratishayat Kasat Kshaya Ityadi. So when you think about the description, so here Dosha refers to Sharirika as well as Manasika. Abnormal vitiation of the Vata, Pitta or Kapha, or abnormal vitiation of the Rajas and Tamas, they are responsible for the Dosha Bala Pravritta type of the Vikara in the body. So they are considered to be the 2 types, Amasha Samutha and Pakvashaya Samutha. Further, there are again of 2 categories, Sharirika as well as Manasika Vikara. Whereas the main reason that is considered to be responsible for the Dosha Bala Pravritta Vikara are Mithya Ahara and Mithya Vihara, abnormal diet and abnormal regimen by an individual, that is considered to be the main reasons for Doshabala Pravritta Vikara. Ashtanga Sangraha says Jataja Vikara. It is nothing but again a form of the Doshabala Pravritta Vikara only. Jatajaha Swapacharat Santarpanaja Apatarpanajashta. Whereas the Jataja type of the Vikara, they are considered to be manifested because of Swa Apachara, because of the ill deeds done by the self. For example, consumption of the sweets, consumption of the 10 laddus at a time. It is the Swa Apachara. Or consumption of the gobi Manchurian continuously for 10 days. Swa Apachara. That will be leading to Pitta Dosha dominance in the body. Earlier, the consumption of the 10 laddus at a time may lead to Kapha Dosha Prakopa there. In that way, the Swa Apachara are considered to be responsible for the Jataja type of the Vikara. Na tu ma Pitru Doshena te Santarpanaja Apatarpanaja Hetutvena Dvividaha. So here, that is happening not because of the Matru Dosha or Pitru Dosha. They are considered to be happening because of the Santarpana, that is overnourishment, and Apatarpanaja, that is undernourishment. Now, we are going to the interpretation of each of these different terms as such. First of all, it is being mentioned, Doshabala Pravritta e Atanka Samutpannaha. What do you mean by Atanka Samutpanna? Atanka Samutpanna refers to the disease. Samutpanna refers to the outcome of that particular disease. Already the person is suffering from some kind of the pre-existing illness. That will be responsible for the another type of the illness. So that is considered to be Atanka Samutpannaha. This is considered to be the Doshabala Pravritta Vikara, wherein the textual description says Nidanarthakaro Rogasyapajayate Tadyatha Jvarasantapa Raktapittamudiriate Raktapitta Jvarastabhyam Shoshashchapyapajayate Lihavirudhya Jataram Jatarat Shota Evacha Arshobhya Jataram Dukkham Gulmaschapyapajayate Pratishayat Bhavet Kasah Kasat Vindayate Kshaya Kshayo Rogasya Hetutve Shoshashchapyapajayate. These are considered to be the, what do you say, that the prior disease that will be responsible for the manifestation of the next disease. This is considered to be the interpretation of this particular Atanka Samutpanna. Mithya Ahara and Mithya Achara. Mithya Ahara, abnormal diet pattern, maybe Adhyashana, that is consumption of the food before the digestion of the previously ingested meal. Vishamashana, irregular food intake in terms of the timing as well as in terms of the quantity. Samashana, consumption of a wholesome and unwholesome diet together at a particular time. Ruksha Ahara, that is consumption of excessive dry substances at a particular time period. Or excessive Madhura Rasa Atisevana, or Amla Rasa Atisevana, or Lavana Rasa Atisevana, etc. These are the different examples to say the Mithya Ahara. So that will be responsible for the disease manifestations. As we have discussed earlier, Ati Madhura Rasa Sevana will be leading to Kapha Dosha Prakopa. Excessive Amla Rasa Sevana, that will be leading to the manifestation of Amla Pitta, etc. That is considered to be the Mithya Ahara as such. Excess consumption of gobi Manchurian, so that will be responsible for the, what do you say, that Pitta Pradhana Vikara in the body. Then regarding the Mithya Achara, that is abnormal regimen. For example, walking soon after the food intake, or consumption of curds at night time, that is considered to be responsible for the Kapatosha Prakopa there. Walking soon after the food intake, wherein there may be a possibility of Vatadosha vitiation there, or doing the exercise more than half of one's capacity. So that will be responsible for the more and more amount of the, what do you say, that the klama, that is exhaustion to the physique of an individual, or exposure to AC and hot atmosphere at a variable amount of time, that is sitting in AC for 10 or 20 minutes and going for the external atmosphere with hot air another 10 or 15 minutes, etc., etc. So these are considered to be the examples of mithya achara. These are the basic causes of the Doshabala Pravritta Vikara as such. Regarding different types there, it is being first type that is being mentioned, Pakvashaya Samutha and Amashaya Samutha Vikara. So this is the main classification in terms of the what you say that the Udbhavasthana as such, concept of Udbhavasthana. So that means the main causation of the disease that will be happening because of the abnormal vitiation of the dosha in the body. That too in case of Nija Vikara. It is being mentioned Amashaya Samutha in the sense there will be the Udbhavasthana specifically for the Kafaja as well as Pittaja Vikara. That means whenever if you are saying the person who is having the Nija Vikara, which is manifested due to the either Kapha dosha prakopa or Pitta dosha prakopa, then we are going to suspect Amashaya could be the Udbhavasthana. Whereas Pakvashaya, if an individual is suffering from any kind of the Vataja Vikara and you are suspecting Nija Vikara, in the sense we are going to say the Udbhavasthana in that particular disease, it could be Pakvashaya as such, that is Pakvasha Samutha Vikara. So this is what we can say the concept of the Udbhavasthana as such, wherein if the person is suffering from the Amasha Samutha Vikara, we have to plan the treatment. That is, if you are planning the Samshodhana line of treatment, Vamana or Virechana has to be given. If the person is suffering from the Pakvasha Samutha Vikara, then ideally one has to go for the Basti as such, or otherwise Mridu Virechana may be administered depending upon the physical strength of an individual. When you think about the Sharirika and Manasika Vikara, in the sense, so whenever if you are observing the affliction of either Vata, Pitta or Kapha dosha, then we have to follow the line of treatment of the Sharirika dosha Prakopa Chikitsa. Suppose if the Vata dosha Prakopa is being present, then we have to go for the Vatasya Upakramaha Sneha Svedaha Shodhanam Mridu line of treatment, etc., etc. Whereas if Pitta dosha vitiation is being observed, then the Grishma Rutucharya Chikitsa has to be administered. If the person is suffering from the Kapha dosha Prakopa as such, then we have to go for the line of treatment of Vamana, etc., etc. Whereas if the person is suffering from the Mano dosha Vikara, so that is Rajas and Tamo dosha Vikara, then we have to follow the line of treatment of Sattva Vajaya Chikitsa or Mano dosha Chikitsa has to be planned in that particular situation. When you think about the Jataja Vikara, it is being mentioned the Santarpanaja and Apatarpanaja Vikara. So this is what is considered to be the concept of Santarpanaja and Apatarpanaja Vikara, wherein the Santarpanaja Vikara that is being mentioned in Charaka Sutra 23rd chapter, Santarpayati Asnigdair Madhurair Kurupichalehi Navaner Navamadhyescha Mansishtanupavarajai Gorazair Godekaishchani Paishtikaischati Matrashah Cheshtadveshi Divaswapna Shayasana Sukherataha Rogastasya Upajayante Santarpana Nimittaja Prameh Kedaka Gandu Pandva Mayajvara Kushtanyama Pradoshascha Mutra Krichamarochaka Tandra Klaibyam Atisthavyam Alasyam Gurugatrata Indriya Srotasam Levo Buddhiramoha Pramilaka Shofam Shaivam Vidashcha Nye Shigrama Pratikurvata. These are the descriptions of Santarpanaja Vikara as per the Charaka Samhita. Whereas Apatarpanaja line of Apatarpanaja Vikara, they are having the description that is Dehagni Balavarana Uja Shukra Mansa Parikshaya Jarah Kasana Bandascha Parshvashula Marochaka Shrotra Durbalyamunmada Pralapo Hrudayavyatha Vinmutra Sangraha Shulam Janghoru Trekasamshayam Parvasti Sandivedascha Echanya Matajagada Urdhvata Deyah Sarve Jayendeti Apatarpanat. So these are the Apatarpanaja Vikara, wherein Sandarpanaja Vikara are manifested because of overnourishment. Whereas Apatarpanaja Vikara, they are going to get manifested because of the less consumption of nutrient food substances. To sum up, Dosha Bala Pravritta Vikara, they are having the four main words Dosha, Bala, Pravritta and Vikara. if you add these words, these vikaras are those manifested in an individual because of the dosha vitiation which happens after the childbirth, after the birth of an individual. Doshabala Pravritta A, Atanka Samutpannaha, मिथ्याहाराचारक्ताश्च तेऽपि द्विविधाः पक्वाशयसमुत्थाः आमाशयसमुत्थाश्च पुनश्च द्विविधाः शारीरा मानसाश्च. The same description in a different way in Ashtanga Sangraha, that is Jataja Vikara. Jatajaha Swapacharat Santarpanaja Apatarpanajascha. If you categorize these kinds of the diseases are categorized under acquired type of diseases. That is, which are going to get manifested after the birth of an individual. Why we need to know about the Doshabala Pravritta Vikara? That is, first of all, we can able to localize the lesion, which particular part of the body this Doshabala Pravritta Vikara are being present. The next thing, we can able to predict the prognosis of the disease accurately. And if you are knowing the prognosis as such, plus we can able to plan the line of treatment appropriately. Dear ANA community, that's all for today. What are the major key takeaways of today's discussion? Mention in the comment box below. What is the one video that you have to hear in the coming days in this particular channel? Mention in the comment box below. And spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that the YouTube algorithms will be fetching you the right information at the right time for the right purpose. That's all for today. Something more in the next video. Thank you.